Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. About to hit 11 p.m. here. It has been a long and beautiful day here in the... I almost said main capital when I know it's not true.
No, we're just here in Portland.
That's Augusta.
In the land of the port, here with Zomba and ShinyMark. Look at those smiles.
Look at them. They're all having a good time. ShinyMark, you having a good time?
Yeah.
He's...
Yeah.
ShinyMark approved.
Yeah, we'll quote him on it. I think we're back now from the break. ShinyMark, I love this tournament and I love Maine.
So based.
I think ShinyMark now we'll say adopt New England.
Yeah.
Listen, if we adopted a drunk hungry box, we can adopt ShinyMark too.
Drunk hungry box in the crew battle, taking somebody's
stocks,
place,
yeah.
taking no stocks and getting owned by Brujo's Charizard.
Yeah, for the people who don't know, at Wavelength, Hungry Box was like, I will,
I think it was the MA versus any crew battle.
He's like, I want to fight Brujo offline. Can I, socially hydrate y'all, for lack of a better word? Can I buy y'all some drinks of a variety and get a crew battle spot? They said, of course. I think for Rhode Island, technically.
Yes,
and
honorary Rhode Island.
And he ended up playing against Brujo. When he picked Pocket Pokemon Trainer, when only Charizard and 3 Stockton.
It was awesome.
It was awesome, dude.
But here we go. Almost an inevitability. ShinyMark and Zomba. Grand Finals. Here we go. Back on the rat. Back on the robot. And we're back into the corners.
And Zomba, recently been making a case, that New England, whether or not he claims this region, New England runs through him, right?
True.
Between GamerCon, between some of his recent set records against our other players, sitting in grand finals, even loser side, this is the final guy standing from the northeastern seaboard. ShinyMark, very much an invader, looking to come out on top. If you're just tuning in, took the first set that they played in winners finals, but Grands is a different beast.
Yeah, and it does speak to mental fortitude, and down goes ShinyMark, and off the screen he goes with a beautiful Zombear to take that first stock.
180, 150, right? That was the story of the first game. The second game, no, we're killing you at 80, 90%. Don't you worry about it. On the flip side, ShinyMark not able to get this early damage, so he's still kind of in those scenarios where he's getting these scraps where he's putting you to 180, but now finding the kill at 117 instead. So he's also upping his efficiency, but it's just taking a lot of extra credit for it.
Zomba's using a lot of those techs. A lot of them.
He looks like I will say, Zomba's advantage state looks like a different player from who we saw in winners finals.
Yeah, I think there was. I think there legitimately was a sort of reawakening in that Brujo set, and you can see him look a lot more alert. And he's been taking. He took a lot. He took a lot of percentage right here, and he's going to the side. See ya. I'm going out. Hey, you love doing that? I like doing it too.
Yeah, the laser, the gyro, again, right, we're seeing, without those early parry show, Zomba realizing, hey, ShinyMark's not actually looking for that consistently. I can still throw out laser and control the pace of this match a little bit more. It has made oodles of difference in this Game 1 of Grands. Even still, though, he's not actually having that comfortable of a lead right now.
Yep. Catching that on the return. Another nice grab from ShinyMark, going straight up for it, dragging down again, but just not getting enough of a hold on that one either.
Yeah, just a reminder that Zomba took more damage for falling out of fair than if fair had actually connected.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And the Nair is getting to the percent where it's starting to be a little bit of annoying. Zomba trying to go down for that before
and ShinyMark pressing buttons in which direction? All of them, actually. Throwing out an aerial hitbox every which way in order of north, south, east, west, to end up closing that one out, and now just racking on some extra damage. 153. Pikachu should not ever live this long.
Yeah, this rat is living forever.
And part of it is just ShinyMark's so hard to find those hits on.
Yeah, he's so tiny all the time. There,
not yet.
Sparked, but not enough yet.
Yeah, where there's a fire, there's a spark. But my friend, don't leave me dancing in anywhere other than the blast zone, because ShinyMark one last stock in this Game 1. It started out a little slow for him, but he's been able to reel it back. Zomba, though, not a stranger to racking up some quick percent either, so still very much anyone's game.
Yeah, we're like the epic that is the Persona 5 soundtrack is in the background. and Zomba is in a tight spot still.
Okay. So right now, it's just the high edge guards. Again, ShinyMark is willing to commit to those up high in the corner so much more than a lot of other players. And part of it's because of Pikachu's extreme mobility, but he's gotten a lot of mileage of it, both in winners finals and here in game 1. But now at 150, it's the same problem we saw before, right? How does Pikachu kill you?
Yeah, you just gotta be really careful of these grabs, but there is a chance that Zomba just finds something ridiculous at this percentage.
Yeah.
There it is! Right off the top!
And sometimes you just gotta anti-air them. Really good stuff from Zomba as well. Like, I know we've been talking a lot about this question of how does Pikachu kill? But, like, part of it is actually just Zomba's been throwing out these gyros really defensively, and that means dash attack is no longer an option. And dash attack is often Pikachu's, you know, standard, I'm gonna catch your landing and kill you, I'm gonna just raw burst, right? Raw burst and kill you because I need a stray hit, right? And it just doesn't work in this matchup because between down tilt, between gyro, Rob just has so many tools to stuff it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of things Rob just loves in this matchup, and living forever is one of them.
Okay.
31%.
Yep, and really bad positioning. He should have died for that laser, but ShinyMark just did not quite find it. And so instead, it's only going to be like 60%, maybe 45.
There's so much, like, sometimes, like, ShinyMark will throw out a move, and it's just so close to the, like, close to the ground, you go, that's probably not, that's not going to come out in time, right? And then Pikachu pancakes, and you're like, all right, cool.
Yeah, looking for the grab reset there was so gutsy from him, too. And the Thunder, but as you see with Zomba, just always knowing the correct DI, even when it's scary and close to the blast zone. So, just managing to do such a good job of keeping Rob underneath Pikachu in this set.
Yeah, and has been catching a lot of the landings with these forward airs, up airs, down, or back airs, and Zomba definitely feeling the pressure a little bit right now. ShinyMark is also in like a really like heavily parrying mood, and then there's the drag down smash on that.
Yeah, but Zomba at the moment, right, it's like, okay, this stock just kind of felt like he couldn't land, right, like we saw last game, but eventually ShinyMark found that kill. At the moment, it's just, again, how do you... Once you reset, how do you create your opening? Because you do get more per those openings. And right now, both players a little bit awkward on the positioning, a little bit heavy in the scrap. It's late, and I think you can see it. We can feel it. We know they can feel it, too.
Very nicely done by Zomba, though. Getting that, like, I think that's like a really important thing in this matchup specifically is trying to like position gyro in a way that gets you a lot of percentage and then possibly sets you up for something early, because that was not like a super high percentage to die at for ShinyMark.
No, not at all. And honestly, one of the earlier stocks we've seen taken across all the games these two have played here today. Zomba, though, immediately finding the spacing around that neutral air, right? Able to use the end lag on the landing there to his advantage. So right now, the neutral air just having to reset the situation. T-Jolt not going to ride the wall, so instead, Zomba just gets to come back kind of for free here. ShinyMark not going to let him away without a little bit of extra chip, but not able to find too significant an opportunity unless gyro allows the reset.
Barely surviving on that dash attack. 156 again. Rob living forever.
Yeah, Pikachu used tackle. Unfortunately, not super effective. However, that down smash will be and bounce just like that. Zomba once again down in the percent, but this is exactly what we just saw in game 1.
Oof, barely missing out on that. There's going to be another drag down combo incoming.
This should be 70% as we've seen pretty much this whole tournament long. ShinyMark hadn't dropped them, trying to find a cheeky extension there into the bridge, but Zomba said, no. Nobody gets QT with me. Brujo couldn't do it, you certainly can't do it.
Good tech on that from ShinyMark. Zomba getting back with a little bit of the help attack as well, and then losing the Mario Party minigame.
Yeah, unfortunately, just when you DI the wrong way, that's all she wrote. The Thunder off the wall jump, though. The call out covering high again. But ShinyMark has just done so well with that throughout this set. And Zomba hasn't had an answer with it. It's really hard for Rob to get down once he commits to going high.
Yeah. A couple, I mean, just like the call outs have been really solid. And then you can definitely see the frustration setting in when ShinyMark hits that early drag down stuff. And it's just, I think like Zomba's starting to lose the mental battle a little bit.
Also, always referring to it as the Mario Party minigame reminds me so much of Soupy. Soupy, we miss you.
I don't miss that guy. He's mean to me. It's not true. I love that guy. All right, here we go again.
Yep, and this is
up, down,
70%,
down.
more,
83.
85.
Jesus.
Almost. And yeah, you just get the Thunder too. Zomba learning that ShinyMark is going to be really overzealous with these Thunders because of how well they control and contest that vertical space. So,
all right, we're even though.
Yep. I like that he's slowing the pace of play down a little bit. I do, as much as it might make this make these games last a lot longer, it is giving Zomba a much more measured ability to find these openings.
Yeah, and then T-Joel's just completely trading out with the gyro, and Zomba losing that's like a really good thing about T-Joel, is that it also makes gyro just like straight up go away. Nobody catches it, nobody gets it, it just goes away.
Okay, the laser pressure here from Zomba just to force a low route and then try to contain it. But again, Pikachu just so tricky with, especially like, Nair isn't big, but the fact that it covers all of you is really rough sometimes as a get-off-me tool.
Exactly. 162, 132 again. Both of these players living to a ridiculously high percentage, and the forwarder last hit of ShinyMark's forwarder barely taking that stock against Zomba.
Honestly, I appreciate that we've seen 2 sets now between these two players where they sometimes forget that the goal is to kill your opponent and not just hit your opponent a lot.
It's true.
Right. That being said, ShinyMark able to just really play the positioning game here to his advantage, and Zomba not able to get the gyro set up. But eventually, you got to put your feet back down, and Zomba, in doing so first, is able to find the stock.
Ooh, the Z-drop getting away from the drag downs there, but ShinyMark still getting out of that and putting more damage on.
Okay, just once again, slow down the pace of play. Both players have done it when they've started to lose momentum again, right, and feel it shift against them. This time, though, Zomba going to answer back with a stage control combo of his own. Not going to find the rotor arm.
Holy.
ShinyMark not going to find the spike either. I appreciate the going for full confidence from him right now, knowing that, again, every second you give Zomba to get comfortable is something you don't get back for the rest of the games you play.
Yeah, but ShinyMark is parrying almost every single projectile throw, and it's super, super good.
See, I was wondering where the Gigabit Ethernet went this weekend, and the secret is it actually went to Zomba. It's so he could download his opponents faster.
Yeah, ShinyMark is still laying on a lot of pressure. 139 right now on Zomba. 82% on ShinyMark, and Zomba is just struggling to get back to center stage.
Yeah, ShinyMark is trying so hard to hold underneath this platform right now. But Zomba just keeps leaving these gyros even after they get bounced back by the T-Joel in the most awkward positions, where ShinyMark just kind of gets himself pinned into the corner or gets pinned approaching Zomba in an awkward turn, but what a tech into the down air, finding the good old rock croc there.
Ew.
In an all-new skin to steal that one away.
That's so silly. That was ridiculous.
I don't honestly know that I've ever seen that punish before in all the years I've spent playing and watching this game.
I mean, like, there's a couple of characters that can do stuff like that, but it was just perfect positioning for it to happen.
It was a really, really fantastic job from both of them. Great gyro as well to stuff out the approach, stuff out that quick attack force. ShinyMark to approach you a little bit more honestly, but, it's still Pikachu, right? His goal right now is to just play the chip damage, play Pika, or keep away, and just make that percent go up.
ShinyMark getting more damage on, and Zomba, you can tell he's getting a little bit frustrated by not getting these punishes.
Okay,
another big tech.
Yeah, and you mentioned it before, right?
Yeah,
Zomba has missed a lot of techs in all the sets we've seen in this top 8. ShinyMark really hasn't. Like, his techs have been really on point. And that's just kind of one of those difference in skill checks that really does make the difference in grand finals. And he finds the tech, but also it looked like he slid off of it, and so the game just said, okay, you're actional, because he couldn't complete the wall jump animation because he got pulled down by the momentum off the wall.
Jesus.
Which is crazy.
Insane to find that, just straight out.
And Zomba, you see rolling his eyes there. ShinyMark now 1 game away from coming over here to sit for a winner's interview, but Bounce, before we let you talk to the winner of this tournament, we got to crown one, and Zomba certainly not letting the door close on him being that person either just yet.
Uh-oh. If that was a spike, that potentially could have been the stock straight out. But also, notice that we've also gone into Battlefield. Maybe potentially not great. for Zomba, but
No, it's widely, it's Pikachu doesn't have bad stages, but this is an awkward stage for Pikachu because a lot of your Nair loops just don't work as well positionally here. Your T-Jolt has much more land in where you can actually throw it out, and so as a result, it's a little bit more committal. There's more approach routes, there's more landing reds, so everything that Zomba has struggled with against ShinyMark, which is getting down and not getting walled out, right? This stage helps with, and the flip side is it helps him catch Pikachu's landings, which is where Zomba's been making all his money.
yeah, and Zomba getting caught a little bit high with that with that Thunder as well. Trying to get something going.
Yeah, one slap away, and all of a sudden, just like that, this damage continuing to rack up. But as long as ShinyMark doesn't take hits, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. And it's 5.5 minutes in this game. We're just losing. We're at basically 2 stocks apiece.
Taking a couple minutes to get everything going, but here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Yeah, and Zomba literally is shaking his head in the middle. He's like, what do I... Like, you just have to SDI like a mad person, and that's so hard to convince yourself to do at 11:15 at night.
Yeah.
Right, ShinyMark is just
swings.
playing like a man possessed, even though you can see, right, the tongue sticking out, going side to side. He's cooking. Like, he is fully 110% in this set right now.
Yeah, this started out fairly well for Zomba, and it's just continued to go back downhill because ShinyMark is still just on it right now.
Yeah, but once again, 145 and climbing. Is Zomba just not able to die? The survival has been, immaculate, right? And that's really the thing that ShinyMark hasn't quite had a consistent answer for, is that he's having to do twice as much percent as Zomba is to take these kills.
Yeah, and Zomba's gonna go just a little bit lower. Continue on and get that tech on.
Yeah, right.
Still not enough to go off the top, even at 182.
Yep.
Jesus.
Below-
187.
Yeah, that time with the staling, I think, being enough to not do it. This forward air certainly would, but Zomba just trying to find a way through, up throw. That's going to be enough at 200. Zomba's got 1 stock left, and you see the sigh. You see that slight side eye. He's locked in.
Oh,
Head
God,
shake.
here we go.
He's not happy, but he's locked in. If he finds a way back into this game, I do think we see the reset. But I think it's also hard to keep yourself composed.
Yeah, and Zomba is definitely starting to feel the frustration because almost everything just leads to something there.
That being said, this could be it here. This corner situation is online. ShinyMark is looking for the down air, but you can see just not willing to commit, forcing the around the world, has the opportunity to head on back. The quick attack, though, is going to give it up early. And just like that, Bound Zomba's back in this game.
ShinyMark still has a decent lead here, but Zomba's going to go high and try to find a way down, but ShinyMark is just covering so many landings here, too.
That's the laser pressure there, just up close is scary, but again, having to make something happen. Punishing the item catch, though. ShinyMark so smart. Zomba somehow still finds a way to come away from the scramble advantage, looking for the Zombair to find a way to steal this game, but it's not going to be enough just yet. Zomba's got a little bit of work left to do, where ShinyMark just needs to find a way to end it fast.
And ShinyMark's going to go back into the corner and start throwing a lot more of these T-Jolts again, getting that drag down. Is that going to be it across the stage? And it is, and ShinyMark is going to take it over Zomba, crowning your VacationLAN champion.
And that is going to be it, Bound. What a tournament between ShinyMark, between Zomba, and between everyone else present. Whew. So many people have come up to main this weekend for the biggest tournament in history, and yet it's going to be ShinyMark, the Invader, coming home on top. Pikachu going to stand supreme today. Shocking nobody, except maybe the electric types. That being said,
awesome.
I'm going to sign off. I've been Ritual. I hope y'all had an absolute blast watching. You can find me on Twitter at RitualCasts. And I'm going to hand this over to ShinyMark.
ShinyMark.
For a quick review. I hope y'all have a blast.
Get in here, get in here, big man. Oh, hold on. Wires. ShinyMark's currently taking a picture with our very, very beloved Professor K on some fantastic media, as they always are. If you, by the way, anybody watching, if you need people to do some media for your event,
I'm very cheap.
they are very cheap. ShinyMark, got you a little headset here.
Thank you. I'm tired.
Yeah, I mean, it's 11:15.
It is very late.
But well, congratulations first of all.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, like you played like a madman today, obviously.
I felt like that last grand set was a bit sloppy from both. Not particularly like the game plans and stuff, but like lots of misinputs from both of us.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of like grounded T-Jolts, a lot of T-Jolts the other way. He was missing parts of advantage state, but like he was actually the only player in the world I have not taken a set like in top level from, basically. Like I was just like 0 and like 3 against him.
Yeah, I think somebody told me earlier, I think it was Ritual that said that your goal here was to get your Zomba win.
Yeah.
And I assume, how long has that evaded you, and what does it feel like to finally get over that hump?
It hasn't like given me nightmares or anything. I've known that like Pika does good in the matchup. Like I think he wins +1. But Zomba was the first ROB that like made me feel like, okay, this character, Loki, is the best character in advantage against Pikachu in the entire game. But the rest, like my advantage state and my neutral, should be beating Rob. So it was more of a thing of like, I know I should be winning. He's just like better playing me, you know? So that's about it. And I knew if I like put a work into the matchup, I would like get the dub eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely certainly a player that getting better players is not a shameful thing to talk about either.
Very, very amazing fundamentally, you know?
Yeah, I mean, show the camera the golden pass as well.
It's really pretty. I like it a lot.
Yeah, so I just want to say as well, this is the region where I started playing Smash. They have grown from a lot of grassroots stuff, and we very much thank you for coming out.
Of course. It was kind of random that I'm here, honestly.
I know. So are you based in Guatemala now, or are you?
I'm based in Guatemala always.
Yeah. So you are nationwide here, and you're in a completely different climate as well.
Yeah.
We're about to hit the cold season in Maine, and that means like
cold.
a ton of snow and obviously freezing out today, basically. Yeah. Does this kind of like travel like entice you to go to like different places all the time? Like you are excited to travel? Like I assume you've probably been to Japan. You've never been to Japan.
No, that's like the one, I guess, continent, like big Smash continent that I haven't gone to. But I've gotten the opportunity, shout out to Oasis, to basically just like travel a lot more. Like before, back in like 2023. I was able to travel like 3 times a year, basically.
Yeah.
2024, I was able to like start traveling a little bit more because I was starting to like get into the money, saving from Coinbox and stuff like that. But I was a free agent, and I was also like finishing school. So this is my first year, like actually just literally if anyone reaches out to me on Twitter like, hey, we want you at this tournament, we're gonna cover like some parts. I'm like, I'm game. Like usually I'm always going to stuff, you know?
You heard it. DM the guy.
If you're interested. Maybe I take a little bit of time to reply, but keep trying. I'll get there for sure.
So, and not to mention, you are like basically one of the latest people to have a lot of prominence coming from your online success, especially in Coinbox and now cash boxes.
Yes.
When you transfer that skill from the Wi-Fi to the offline, are you playing the exact same ways, or is it like kind of switching up like the mentalities on
the game plan is basically the same. The only thing I like consciously make an effort, and it's very seamless because like once you like start playing online, it's more of like, and it's the same for offline. Like I'll play a bit of warm up online before Clashbox to like feel the delay, you know, and then the rest of the day is just literally the same game plan. And then same for here. I did some warm ups in the morning. Actually, with Zomba, we're doing Randitos. And I got the feel for like the delay offline, and the game plan is just the same, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So more than anything, I use Wi-Fi as like practice. Obviously, I love to win both online and offline. Good money as well.
Kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah. But this cash box, I lost to Spargo and Sonics, and like very frustrating sets for me. Because it was like last hit, I choked versus Sonics. I was up 2-0 and I choked. And against Spargo, there were like game 1 and 2 were like last hits, and then but he like just clutched on me like. There was like a weird invincibility thing, and he killed me with up B, spike at like 30. But regardless, like I take those losses as like learning, you know, as like, okay, this is what I'm doing wrong in this like timeline, you know. So I constantly was thinking about that like on my flight towards here. And after the sets that I played today, like against Brujo, you know, I was like, okay, I'm dropping some stuff in my advantage state. I'm being a little bit lazy and neutral. So let me fix that for Zomba, and that's basically how it goes, you know.
Yeah, very cool. So you've had the opportunity. You came to the pre-local.
Yeah.
You had it. I believe you had a good time at the pre-local.
It was fun.
I saw you like jumping out of your seat versus Shard a couple of times.
I was invested. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, there's a couple of New England players who don't really travel that very often, but I believe that they have the potential to be very, very good players.
Shard and Yoshi, I forget their tag.
Excellency.
Yeah. Him.
Yeah. So those two are the top two in Maine, and I was very happy to see them play against you. And you definitely seem to have a great time.
Yeah. I could tell they wanted it, dude. They both, I forget. I think they just like were like, can we start Battlefield? And I was like, sure. And then they both proceeded to ladder me at like 30, dude. And like Shard's one was particularly like crazy because he got like a grounded downer on the side platform, which comboed into rising in air, which grabbed me at the top platform at like 30, and I died. Like, what?
Yup. Cheese, baby.
Me Brawler is really good, and obviously Shard is really good. So I've been here for literally a day, but I've enjoyed the scene. The people are very nice to me. They're talking to me after the sets. They talk to me about the game. And it's just good vibes, honestly. I like it a lot.
These clowns behind us all going off. So closing thoughts. Anything anybody want to thank? Anybody you want to say shout outs to?
Well, first off, thanks to Oasis. That's literally the only reason why I'm here. I was supposed to meet up with the leader of Oasis, but he got sick.
Yep.
But fortunately, I got to meet a lot of the other guys in Oasis, so that was a lot of fun. We've been hanging out all weekend. And of course, the organizers of VacationLAN. I thought it was like genuinely, like, no bias. I'm not saying this because I'm on camera, but like, to me, it's very important when an event is enjoyable, professional, and comfy for the players, and this one checked all of them, you know. I love the venue, I love the scheduling, the amenities, the TOs were super nice, so I vouch for people to come next year, and hopefully I'll be here next year as well.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Are you playing anything tomorrow by any chance?
I'll be here tomorrow because I thought it was a due-day event, so I booked it until Monday. So I'm forced to be here, but I'm not forced. I'm not forced. I like it here.
Well, we're going to give you the honorary big fan. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Shout out VacationLAN TOs, everybody who showed out tonight. Shout out House of 3000 in the back. All the people running media, all the people doing stream running, all these idiots behind me having a good time. I've been Bounce. This has been ShinyMark. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later.